Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week we are in Santorini, Greece.
We are here for 4 days, and today we're going to be exploring the town of Oia, where we are actually staying.
Oia is known for being one of the most beautiful and the most expensive places in Santorini. We are lucky enough to be staying here. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're going to give you guys a tour of our hotel a little bit later on in this video, but for now, we are going to go explore the town. So we are at a place called Ammoudi Bay. It is just down the hill from Oia. The main area here is super famous for being a place where you can get some really good seafood and have some beautiful views. But if you walk to the left around the corner, there is a place where you can go cliff jumping. So David is just swimming across to check it out. Is it cold?
We made the grueling hike back up the pathway from the bay,
Ammoudi Bay, yeah.
Ammoudi Bay, which was super fun.
The hike is, especially when it's hot, on the way down you're like, oh, it's just a few steps. I think it's about 300 steps on the way up, so it's not nothing. There are a bunch of donkeys down at the bottom that they try to sell you to take you up to the top. We definitely would not encourage doing this. It's not great for the animals, so just do the hike. If you are gonna hike down there, just be prepared to hike back up.
Bring water.
Yeah, bring water.
If you plan on going to the beaches or cliff jumping like me and Kaylee did, would recommend bringing water shoes if you have them, because the lava rock doesn't feel very good on the feet.
No, it's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
And a towel if you have one as well. It was so busy when we got back up, guys. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot handle the crowd. So that was one of the reasons that we actually decided to stay here in Oia, is we thought that when things got crazy, we could just come and retreat to our humble abode.
Worked out super well.
Yes, it has been amazing, and it's a pretty good time to show you guys now around our hotel. The whole room here is super spacious. It's built into the rock. There's actually rocks coming through into our room, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And everything just feels so luxurious. All of the towels, soaps, everything, all the little details are really taken care of, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And guys, our balcony.
Which we are standing out right now.
Yes.
Just admiring it. Check this out.
One of the really cool things about staying at Atrina Canava 1894 is that your balcony is where your breakfast is delivered in the morning, which is amazing. Like, it's all about the views here in Oia, so you really get to enjoy it. A lot of the balconies here have their own private whirlpools. There's also a pool and an area where you can eat down by the pool as well, but we've just really been enjoying everything up here because why not? So after we braved the crowds to get back to the hotel, it was just a beeline back here, honestly. We just enjoyed the peace and quiet. We jumped in the cold pool and then we came up here, lounged in the sun a bit. It's been so relaxing, and it's just a really nice contrast to the crazy busy streets just a little ways over there.
And now we're gonna head down and grab a drink by the pool, and then we are gonna order up some dinner to our hotel room.
Boop boop, the food here, excellent, 10 out of 10.
Day 2 in Santorini. Today we are doing the walk or hike from Fira to Oia. It's about 10.4 kilometers and 320 meters of elevation. We hopped on a bus from Oia to Fira and it was €2 each, so pretty inexpensive.
We'll figure out how much a taxi would cost and we'll put it at the bottom of the video. So Fira is the main city here in Santorini. Walking around, there's lots of shops. Looks like it's a really good place to try some wine if you're into that. Kind of similar vibes to Oia. I would say Oia just feels a little bit more luxurious.
Along the entire walk, you're gonna get incredible views, you're gonna pass lots of shops.
Yeah, and you obviously could do it both ways if you want, but it is 11:30 and we are already very sweaty. It is very hot out, so the most popular thing to do is to take a taxi or a bus to Fira and then just hike the one way.
Just got to Ammoudi Bay and beautiful views. You're a little higher up than Fira, and behind us is actually Scaros Rock, which is another really popular place to hike to, and you could also add it onto this if you wanted to.
So Santorini is actually an old volcano. You can just see the edge of the caldera cliffs all the way around, which is what all of the houses are built on. And there are a lot of boat tours that go around in the middle and around the outside, which we are going to be taking tomorrow.
We just left Ammoudi Bay and it's a lot quieter. There's way less people, which has been really nice. And I think for the remainder of the walk along the caldera cliffs, it's probably going to be pretty quiet all the way to Oia. So that's exciting.
Whoop whoop, yeah, we're all about that. Oia is it. So that is our final destination. We've actually only hiked 2 kilometers, so we better get hustling.
Would not do this in flip-flops. I would definitely recommend some good walking shoes.
Some of these sections a little steeper than we had anticipated. I found some shade. Honestly though guys, this view, it's nuts.
When I said hike at the start of this video, totally wrong. This is definitely a hard hike. I mean, the hardest thing is definitely going to be the heat. Would absolutely recommend starting this hike at like 6 a.m. in the morning before it gets too hot.
Yeah, there's no
much more
shade.
enjoyable.
It's completely exposed. So if you're going to do it in the middle of the day like this, luckily we brought lots of water. We're pretty experienced hikers, so it's manageable, but like, just fair warning, it's hot. But the views are so beautiful.
Yeah, we are now at our last high point and we're going to be going down into Oia with beautiful views behind us. Made it back. We are sweaty, dirty, and it is pool time at the hotel.
Alright guys, day 3 here in Santorini, and we are really excited because today we are going on a boat tour around the island. A lot of people actually recommend renting a car and driving to the Red Beach, the White Beach, and the Black Beach here. We really enjoyed those stops on the boat tour. You don't
Yeah.
actually get to pull up to the beach on the Catamaran, but I don't even think the White Beach is accessible.
No, they're just fine to see from a boat
Yeah.
instead of actually physically walking along them. Like, for example, the Black Beach, the lava rock that it's made of gets so hot that you can burn your feet on. Doesn't sound that fun.
No.
So it's better to view them from a distance. They're really small, they're inaccessible, like Kaylee just said, and the best view is from the ocean.
Yeah, you can really see the colors really well that way. And our boat tour, you guys, we only had 4 people on this tour. We were so lucky. We had pretty much the whole Catamaran to ourselves. It was 5 hours. We went to all 3 beaches, a church, we stopped to swim, and then we also stopped at the volcanic hot springs in the middle of the caldera right there.
Yeah.
So it was a really, really good day. It includes food, all of your drinks, and we booked it through Get Your Guide, which definitely would do again. We would recommend it.
We'll put the link below. It was 90 euros. The boat tour that we took was during the day. It was about 5 hours. You can book a day one or you can book a sunset one, which is super popular, and you get the gorgeous sunset just out from Oia.
Yeah, we chose the day one because we wanted to do more swimming. We have a beautiful sunset spot here at our hotel, and the water gets packed with boats and loud music around sunset because it's obviously a very popular thing to do. They have a lot of party cruises. That's not really our vibe, but if it's yours, it's an option.
If you want to do the party cruise, Sunset Oia sounded like
They were
the
having a
best
time.
one. It is 6:30 in the morning. Kaylee and I got up nice and early to go to some viewpoints in Oia because there's no one out right now.
Yeah, so everybody makes a big deal about the sunset in Oia, which is very pretty, but we personally prefer the sunrise because it's dead. You get pretty much the whole town to yourself. Except for the occasional runner.
If you guys like this video, be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications. We'd love to have you around.
Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
See you in the next one.